somebody take me home. Is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine. Wave and say, wave and say. Things where me come from, and I will never sell out my heritage. So if you're looking for me, don't worry, you can find me up in the hills. I'm doing it the Vincy way. I wish every day was Vincy day. So if you're proud of your country, put up on your hands and say, from the hills to the mountains, high, high, high. Every man, every woman, every child. If you're proud to be Vincy, put your hands up high. Let me hear you say, this island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine. Jump and say, jump and say, jump and say. This island is mine. Wave and say, wave and say. Whoa, yeah. Rattler, still fabulous.
That's Eddie. Marshy.
This island is mine.
Morning, how you doing, man?
This island is our own.
How you doing?
Oh.
Good morning, good morning. Let me say like Kojo, good morning, star-loving people. You know, Scoopers, good day to you. It's a beautiful Thursday morning here in St. Vincent and Grenadines. Well, you don't hate any whole morning. So I come into chipping with Denny now. So it's me and Denny going for the rest of the morning. Rochelle, Phyllis, Darren, Bill, good day to you. So me sure somebody say, good morning from Canada. Oh, Kojo, big from Kojo, you see you. you see Kojo. Kojo, he's a Chuckshan fella. He's a Chuckshan fella. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Now I have something I want to upload. I tried to upload it one time because I want to show you guys where are we?
So we take a quick commercial break. You upload?
No, we could talk
You
in the
sure?
meantime. Yeah,
You
no,
sure?
yeah.
All right,
I just
okay.
uploading it early for whenever I'm ready. You understand? Yeah. It's a beautiful thing that you guys would love, absolutely love, and there's not much. But here, let me continue to say my good mornings to everybody wherever you are. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and then lots happening. Now, I wanted to. No, I'm going to pretend. Daddy, I'm going to pretend. I came down this morning excited because I want to hear what the radios were saying because PM Cargo Canada. You understand? Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves, the sitting head of government of St. Vincent and Grenadines, Cargo Canada. And it was one of the lies pushed for years by the NDP. As a matter of fact, the Big Lie tour, during the question and answer segment in the Big Lie tour, during the presentation of the headline of the Big Lie tour God on Friday, you know, The jab was thrown.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Then how explain to me, right? One thing. You've been saying all along that I can't come Canada. So you go Canada to make a point that I can't come Canada. And while you're there, you show up.
Well, you leaving.
But you're still there because I yesterday come.
That's true. That's
Right.
True. Yes.
I did
Yeah,
this since
you're right.
Tuesday.
You're right. You're right.
So you just make a big statement. As a matter of fact, Bling and I went to lunch. Big up, Davis and our friends up there in Spring Gutter, this morning. You know about that, right? So Bling and I having lunch, guests of we comrade, and partner listening to Nice Radio. He's a brave man. He's always call him and challenge him. He's the man who tell, who used us, this was used to something.
So he was a caller with Bud.
I don't know.
you don't know.
But
Okay.
so when we were there, it was the hitman was on.
Mm.
Colin Graham.
They too?
Colin Graham was on.
Oh, I thought he said he hit woman.
Colin Graham was on.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay.
I got confused.
Yeah, you clearly got confused.
Yeah.
Must be a Royal Canada, but that's all right. You could confuse anybody. So I forgive you. He invited to call Daniel Cummins, member for West Kingston and some boy. Daniel called when we were here in the horror and we had a wonderful time. And then he started to talk about who, Canada and disgrace, Canada, we are,
Please, you can't make it.
No, I can't make it. I feel miserably, just like the big light. But he was online on Tuesday talking about the absence of Dr. Gonzalez from the meeting in Canada and how shameful it is now. This is coming from a man who's elected to represent West Kingston, who spends more time out of the country than in the parliament.
Hmm.
Somebody I guess my imitation didn't do too bad because that's some people cracking up, right? He is up there questioning the representation and effective representation, but he had these in parliament. Somebody paid to represent a constituency in this country. But they kept going on. Now, poor Danny boy, that while he talking the rubbish, PM on the way to Canada. Poor Danny boy. Oh, Danny boy, you make yourself look choppity. But anyhow, we go write the rest of that song for the Christmas. Going on. Talking the rubbish. If representation was so important to the NDP, don't you think Arnie Newsom would have been going to the March 14 National Heroes Day celebration at the Obelisk? Did he go? No.
Nope.
Stanley Cock. As a matter of fact, on one occasion he said John Horn.
That's correct.
John Horn, who isn't even a member of parliament. I am not even sure if John Horn was a member of the executive of the party at the time. But John Horn, that's how much he trivialized our National Heroes Day ceremony. Anything could happen. Maybe God better forgot that this day. But now they walk up to have a representation. And mind you, and these are the same people, Denny, who just question every time PM fly. Where you going? You're not fed up. Taxpayers' money. All of a sudden, they are insisting that he fly. They question every time our PM makes an official visit somewhere. But all of a sudden, they were daring him. I bet you. That was what it was, They had no interest in the level of leadership at the conference. They had been led by their tails for so long. A bunch of Ralph-hating extremists who pedalized have been leading the NDP for so long that eventually the the de facto leadership, actually no, the de jure leadership, the face now, the ones elected, but they ain't really calling the shots, had to now fall in line and start to peddle the same nonsense. And at what cost? You know what I heard this morning? I heard this morning he's sneaking. Well, when is sneaking? Sneaking upon who exactly?
It was said since yesterday. But Francois said it on the
But
radio.
sneaking how? What is sneaking mean? What sneaking mean? Because as a head of government, all of the protocol and security arrangements have to be made by the government. So sneaking how? Who I know he was coming? The government? But they're going to meet with officials of the same government. So sneaking how? What do you mean is sneaking? But that is what has happened when you shame. As the young people say, shame a kill me. Shame is was killing me. Yeah.
Shame is was.
Yeah.
All I hear grammar this morning, boy. Huh?
Listen, there's grammar, high school, St. Martin's, everything in one. That's all. Listen. And hey, Labour people, they not stop copy we. A time of despair, beyond COVID, Hurricane Elsa, volcanic eruptions, fresh hope for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Fresh hope! 2 years now we talking that. 3 years now we talking that. They want to go patch up a hope rally for Georgetown. Because they want fresh hope, they want fresh hope too. But you can't bring fresh hope with the same old man and them. A bunch of old man.
A tropical storm Tommy coming.
The one day I was in live. We always a tropical storm Tommy Bunny live. Sometimes I don't know what to tell you when the system take off the family, but it's all right. It's a comrade. They run and patch up a hope rally out in the backyard adventure out Georgetown. About what? 8 weeks now, PM has been talking about his Prime Ministerial Youth Advisory Council. They run, we go and sign youth guarantee pledge with young people. Offering you things that you already have. But that's okay, because all I notice, all I don't hear nothing, all I don't see nothing, so you all ain't gonna realize. That's the mindset of the NDP. The young people dotage and uninformed. So we go come with something and tell them we're going to give them this. If after the first term of an NDP, shh, don't tell them they already have it. They don't know. And hopefully they will come excited and vote for something, for us to do something after 5 years in office that they already have currently. Shh, don't tell them they dotage. It's okay. It's okay. So we have a Prime Ministerial Advisory Council on Youth. They won't come to Youth Guarantee Pledge. Okay. And then the mother of all thief, the mother of all copy, Fala fashion dog. I want somebody on the live. I'm finished that. Fala fashion dog. And I want to spell dog D-A-W-G. I don't want to see no D-O-G there. Because they don't know D-O-G. They might D-A-W-G. Fala fashion dog. Finish it. Give me please. Pan tap the live. The biggest piece of copy came 2 days ago. When they thank you very much, Darren. I know you didn't listen to her. I tell you how to spell dog, but it's okay. That dog they go walk too. That dog they go walk too. The biggest piece, a copy, a scribble. You know, them the script so much. It reminds me of this joke I heard Denny, where it had this young man who used to always scribble off his neighbor in school. Everything he man thinking, he scribble. So the young man caught on to the fact that he partner is scribbling. So for one question, partner put, I don't know. Partner keep over. You see the answer. He write, me neither. catch them or no? You catch them. We gotta love scream. Love scream. So I see they say, come out to the airport to welcome. No. Join the acting president of the NDP. Well, boy, he finally get to use the word president next 3 days. Right? Even he was acting. Sinclair Leacock, as we welcome home the failure of the Big Light tour out at the airport. They calling people to come out airport to welcome home Friday and them. Do you remember in 2019 when St. Vincent and Grenadines created history by being elected the smallest member to ever serve on the United Nations Security Council? The ULP organized to welcome home with comrades, Comrade Ralph and Comrade Louis. And boy, they criticize it. They see how he's like a dictator, right? Their thing. And listen, when I tell you they criticize it hands down, they criticize it. I was joyous. I was emotional. But Vincentians went out there to welcome home Dr. Gonzalez. And Comrade Louis. Now, they asking their comrades Denny to come at airport to welcome home. Hello, make I follow fashion so? Eh? Real follow fashion monkey. And I'm not using it in a racial slur to speak at any individual. Is a thing we are always say growing up. They could pick me. We always say a follow fashion monkey. So that's the term I'm using. Just to relate to people of my generation.
We have some anxious callers. So let's just fit in one. Let's just fit in one.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. All right. Person hung up as soon as we said good morning.
Well, yeah.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Pleasant
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Sion.
That is my name.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, sir?
I interrupted you to endorse a few things and to remind you of a few things.
That's all right.
The first thing is the sneaking in.
You sneak in.
Well, you said that Prime Minister is talking to Canada.
I am repeating what they said.
That's what they said, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you remember Eustace when he was PM, I think, sneak into some country, I don't remember if it was Antigua, with Liet, and went through the back door.
Yes, I remember that.
You remember that?
I remember that.
Okay. But nobody ever emphasized the fact that Liet, at that time, that the shit or whatever it is, did not have a back door entrance for passengers.
Right.
Or exit. The back door was a cargo hold. So I don't know how he was able to sneak through using the back door and nobody knows that he came in.
Yes. Was it? I remember the story. Oh no. Hey, hold on.
It just shows you how they amplify the light.
Let me clarify this because I remember the instance. Was it an instance when he was traveling as a minister to something and protocol they looking for he, but he don't go about business? Something to that effect?
Yeah, because he an upfront man.
Right.
He didn't want this presence.
Yeah.
But it was on official duty.
Right. And that was used to show.
And
that was used to show how humble he is. They sneak in.
How humble he was.
Okay. But now that PM sneaking is something else.
Wait. There was no back door.
Right. Okay.
Only one door you had to go through. The door used to be in front. Now the ATRs have the back door.
But it's still one door.
On the front door as the
but still one door. Exactly. It's still one door.
Yes.
Yes.
But there was no back door entrance. So only if you went out in a suitcase or in a box. But that's the kind of thing that is true. Remember, who it was? I think it was Night Radio Holiday, said that they went to St. Lucia to avoid the plane to show that Argyle wasn't working. They went by boat when they went to do the case with the protest with the election. They said they went by boat. The Calypsonian leader said that was satire. I don't know what kind of satire was that, except satire. Okay.
Okay.
I spoke to you already about the strategy of the NDP. There's a strategy that is used there. Whenever they tell a lie, they get apologize.
We know that.
They never go back and say, well, we want to, we didn't know or we got this information. Listen to how the strategy from their strategists work, right? They use something that I'm not going to. Now, when they tell a lie, the strategy is to ignore the truth.
Yes.
When it comes to them.
Yes.
So all you're saying there, none of them would ever get back and say, well, we made a mistake. So the strategy is, first of all, to ignore. In other words, they ain't hearing you. It is not they hearing you. They go through the strategy. So when you tell a lie, you ignore the truth when it comes to you. You repeat the lie. You do it late in the night if you have an audience. You hear that part, right?
Yes.
You do it late in the night.
Yes.
Because the brain works like that. What you go to sleep with, you wake up with. So you repeat the lies. You repeat it late in the night. You make no apologies, or you produce new lies. In other words, you move off from this lie, and you tell another lie relating to the lie that you told before. Now, innuendo is not applied to them. It's straightforward lie. And as you said, it's not deception, it's not anything. It's straightforward L-I-E.
Yes.
And the biggest attribute biblically for the devil is that he is a liar. The devil is a liar.
That's what we're told.
As a matter of fact, there are three things attributed to Satan: a liar, a thief, and a murderer.
And a murderer.
Those three attributes.
Yes.
I'll talk to you some other time.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. No problem. No problem. How do you get from doing everything possible to stop the construction of the AIA to then calling down your supporters to the AIA to welcome Godwin Friday? How? But I was happy for it. You know why I was happy for it, Danny? I was happy for it because I hoped that some of the supporters of the NDP who have allowed themselves to be brainwashed and so politically blinded, driven by hate, to the point where they would refuse to even watch the airport. I was hoping that they would have gone down there. They would have taken this chance to go down there, even if it's to see those who failed at their journey, at their task in North America. But at least they would be standing on hallowed grounds, watching the majesty of the EIA. They would not be able to escape it.
Let's go back to the lines. Hello, good morning.
Danny and Sian, good morning.
Good morning. Morning, Lavon.
Sian.
Lavon. It's your start this morning, nice and calm. See if you could do the whole presentation just so, yeah? It's just say, Sian and Denny, good morning. Right, so? Let me see if we can do the whole thing right, so.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right, good. Let me try.
The shame, Sian.
Yes.
Sian, I tell you the shame because you know why? Everything that they say about the Prime Minister is egg in the face. All the fake video that they do about the Prime Minister, fake in their face. They say the PM can't go Canada, and the time they PM in Canada, they can't say a word. Egg in the face. Everything they say about the PM is egg in the face because they know why they lie too much. I can't see some people, you want to get into government and you're telling so much lies. A man have bought France upon radio yesterday and the man saying, but you said that the Prime Minister can't go to Canada. He said no, but he will be home tomorrow, Thursday. It's whether he wants to stay, he wants to come up, it's not your funky business. Leave the man alone. He reached Canada. Let's say from the time he enter Canada, they will lock him up. He in Canada and he's around the world leader to them. Leave the man alone. Shame. See, and because you say so now, because you don't know me already. You know.
Thank you very much, Lavon. I appreciate your compliance this morning. I appreciate it very much. But then somebody just posted them. Somebody said it's only live a statement that Lika was really mocking Friday. Didn't think of that. And exactly what are we welcoming home? What are we welcoming home? At least when PM come home, he's going to report that he spoke with this person and that person, and this was signed, that was signed, this agreement was made, and so on. Something for the benefit of Vincent. We're going to come and say, boy, I tell about 60 lies. I tell 32 in New York, and I tell 28 in Toronto. That's what I've come welcome and tell you. Oh, and towards the end of it all, I had egg in my face because one of the biggest lies I was pushing was that the PM called Canada. And he up there. A shame.
Well, we have about 60 private companies that will only operate in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and have yes workers attached to their businesses under an NDP government.
For a year?
Yeah, for a year.
Okay.
You know,
with a top up. Listen, if you give me the story, give me the full story. Don't give me the piece of story.
Well, I didn't get the full envelope.
Okay. Get the full envelope yet. I get you.
All right.
Could you imagine that? What exactly are we welcoming? What exactly are we going out there to celebrate? But you're right. I'm mockery. I agree with you.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Morning, Mr. Dennis.
Good morning.
You don't know why they go to the airport?
Tell me why.
They send out stuff to lick up, man, because they Friday not care that nowhere else. You are coming to go.
All right.
Hey, you nearly make me burn my mouth with my hat here and mess up myself there.
Yeah, and put one and one together, and I go there, we say he go in there because
so Lika
can go to Democrat house.
Lika can trust him. Well, he ain't sure if he go in Democrat house, maybe.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Oh, boy. Lord.
Yeah, and them opposition is the worst thing all they have been saying this year.
Seriously, no. Seriously. Honestly.
I'm telling you.
I agree with you.
Yeah, me to see some of them to the kind of what things and saying about him.
Well, at this point, PM, who's an ancient warrior, has just decided, I can't bother. Because many individuals.
Betting can't go. The betting
yeah.
can't go. You know, he must have town hall meeting.
Yeah. I heard that.
All right, Jenny and
all right, buddy. No. The thing about it is this. There were more people I saw a photograph of the hall in Toronto. There were more people at the hall in Toronto than were at the airport to welcome the Brady Bunch. Right? And I call them the Brady Bunch because they're comedy of events. They provide comedic relief. So the Brady Bunch came back, Jeffrey and his crew, and there were more people watching the Canadian episode live in studio than what the airport. You know, these things are recorded in front of live studio audience, you know? So that comedy show, Big Lighto, you know, for those of you who watch TV now, you know them guys, all them guys, Netflix and all, you know, all them guys are special. Chris Rock is special, Chris Tucker is special, the Punji one name again, Kevin Hart is special, everybody is special. So this was the NDP's Not So Special, and they had 2 editions of it, one in Brooklyn, one in Toronto, in front of a studio audience, the Big Lighto. Real comedy. And so they wanted Vincentians to come and welcome the Brady Bunch when they got back to the airport.
Back to the lines. Good morning.
Good morning, comrade.
Morning.
As God appreciate for that.
Who?
But you know, when both friends are like, you know, technique happen, I guess when somebody call him. You say you never say come at y'all.
Of course he would backtrack.
Oh God, that's yeah. Well, the welcome, let's say that for Friday. Let's say the youth say what's up, that's up big youth with you, the man.
Well,
When I find a big youth there. That's up big youth them, man.
you know there was a reggae artist called Big Youth. Yep. Okay.
You don't make somebody come out of the man, you say, don't believe what you see. Believe what you see.
Exactly.
You can.
Exactly.
But you go by yourself. You will not live up, but they come out, you don't.
Well, comrade, I tell you, at this point, if there is any Vincentian who needs further convincing that the NDP is only filled with lies, then the Bible refers to that as them being handed over to a reprobate. They put so they can't help. They can't help. They cannot help. So they have nothing to offer. They go through the 5 stages of NDP opportunism. They claim things that were never theirs. And they copy what they can't claim. The extent to which Dr. Friday believes that young people in St. Vincent and Grenadines are stupid and uninformed. The extent to which Dr. Friday believes that our youth in this country are stupid and uninformed, so that he can come to them offering a guarantee at the end of 5 years of an NDP administration, a guarantee that contains that all of the elements in the guarantee currently exist, and that he is able to sway them with that. He must be taking our young people for granted. He must be taking our young people for granted. You want to guarantee training? You want to guarantee schools? Every young person will be in a training education institution. Friday it was under your government. That 60% of our young people couldn't get a secondary education. Under your government, 60% of our young people couldn't get a secondary education. And it was under your government, Dr. Friday, that you had about 400 or 500 people maximum doing advance. The ULP came and said, look, we are going to make sure that every 12-year-old is in secondary school. We'll make sure they have the space. So we did that. We beef up the A level into a community college. So now you have 2,500 students about going there, which is 5 times what you left. We fixed up the technical centers around the country: Georgetown, Camden Park, Kingstown. Make them modern. There's no one in Pittibdale, to ensure that individuals who couldn't go to technical college because they didn't have that level of grades could still get training, skills training. We did that. So how is it you go and tell the young people, shh, we're going to make sure you have space in secondary school and college by the end of a 4 storm? Now let me do the maths, eh? Let me do the maths. I want all to listen to this, please. Please. I'm going to sip. Friday, in his youth guarantee pledge, listen to me, please. Let me select Richard Byron Cox. Listen to me, please. If you heard nothing else this morning, listen to me, please. Hear this. Friday, in his youth guarantee pledge, repeated and reinforced the intentions of the NDP almost 30 years ago to consider universal access to secondary education. Let me repeat that. Godwin Friday, as leader of the NDP, through the just signed youth guarantee pledge, repeated, reinforced, and back then to possibly consider universal access to secondary education that they did back then. And let me tell you why. The plan of the NDP back in the 1990s, 1998, 99, when they spoke with the World Bank, was to consider universal access by 2030. Let me repeat that. Listen carefully. The NDP's intention with Arnim Eustace back in as finance minister back in 1998, former Prime Minister James Mitchell was Prime Minister then, was to consider universal access to secondary education by 2030. Godwin Friday came 3 weeks ago and told the young people that by the end of the first term of the NDP, this is what I want to guarantee you. Now let me do the maths. Elections are due in 2025. The end of the first term we went 2030. Could you imagine that? The end of an NDP first term, best case scenario, 2030. Godwin Friday has come 25 years later, 30 years later, and told young people what the NDP intended to do back then. We are reinforcing it. Any kind of plans for education and training, we ain't going to start to touch that until 2030. The end of the first term of an NDP administration, their best case scenario at a first term, the end is 2030. The best case scenario at a first term ending is 2030. And that would mean you would have to win the elections in 2025. What a thing. My mother used to say a thing, and I missed it. My mother used to say, let me tell you what I thought she used to say, and I will tell you what she actually used to say. My mother used to say, but what child and crosses is this for me, my God? I used to be a child. because I was a little child. So I thought the child was crosses. That's miserable. Of course, I grew up and I realized she was saying, but what trial and crosses is this here for me, my God? So I wasn't child. I was me alone was both trial and crosses. I was terrible. I was terrible.
Still, that's the case.
Boy, and that's my friend.
Did I say that?
Is your friend, is your friend, is your friend. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that today, this day and age, the NDP is telling our young people that any consideration for the, well, we already have universal access to secondary education, but they're still telling the young people, we will consider that in 2030 at the end of an NDP force storm. Same old khaki pants. How are you going to come with an idea on an idea that was formed under James Mitchell with Annie Mr. as finance minister to come today for tell the young people that that is your bold new plan? That you can consider universal access to secondary education? Godwin Friday has pledged to the young people to consider universal access to secondary education by 2030. Vincent, just tell me, Godwin Friday pledged to the young people that he will consider universal access by 2030. But there are two problems with that. Fundamentally, there are two problems with that. And the biggest problem with that is that we already have universal access. Largest number of university students on all campuses across the region. But you can consider that in 2030? Because what he said, then he said by the end of the first term of the NDP government, that ain't happening best case until 2030. So you're packaging Annie Eustace's idea from 25 years ago. What a man. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a real Duttish man. Yes, he is. Okay, the younger people ain't gonna that someday. I believe the group was called En Vogue.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I don't know anything, eh?
En Vogue. Yeah.
Oh, I think I don't know anything, eh?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. What? We talking everything this morning because I know it's gonna be topical. And the fact that the NDP has told the lies for so many years, all different color, shape, and so on of lies. When we have the opportunity to just lay it on them nice and thick, let's lay it on them. Because I didn't have to come on radio to say nothing about Canada. PM didn't have to go on radio to say nothing about Canada. Augustine didn't have to go on radio to say nothing about Canada. Okay. Yeah, I'll see Canada. This big important meeting and the Canada. So you know what? Okay, let me see. And you know something? I listened to, because I had to switch. I was listening to Boom, I was listening to Hot, I was listening to Extreme, switching back and forth to hear what's going on. And Boom is just tuning up, but Hot was taking it on since 7 o'clock, and so on. And Luke suggests, he says, you know, it's legitimate for people to speculate because he hasn't gone to Canada. He has gone to. He says there are three main centers of Vincentians: New York, High Wycombe, London, and Toronto. He has gone to London. He has gone. Well, probably was he afraid to go? So it was okay for people to speculate. And I asked myself one simple question: what event occurred in Canada that required his presence that he didn't attend? Every time he has gone to the US, he has gone for a particular purpose. Not just to. He has never left there to say, I'm going to New York to have a town hall. You go for the GA, you go he has a meeting, he comes home. He was invited to, he went to, I think, the funeral of Her Majesty and met with His Majesty King Charles. When he's going to different places, he passes through London. If he comes back, he may have engagements there. So every single time, whether it's New York that they speak about or London, he has reason. A specific reason. What is the reason that he had to go to Canada before now and didn't go? He should just say, well, you know what, this is me Canada, so let me just jump on up in Canada. Maybe that's how the NDP functions.
Let's see what we have here.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
That's why they know days when they used to tell the people bring the sea mess over you all, and they used to jump and say, you know, the people was not so thing busy. That's the society that prepared the talking to, you know. That is and he failed to realize that we have come a long, long way. So when he speaks about changing back and all this kind of foolishness about education, anybody, huh? Come on. He's crazy. He's talking to society of yesterday. Thank you, General.
And I love that call. Placing things in its right context, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because that's how they operate.
That's it.
That's where they're at this point in time.
That's it. Well, Richard commented, and Richard said, see, I need to bring the thing to its logical conclusion. The only way they could consider to put something by 2030 that currently exists is because the first thing they're going to do is take it away. So when they get in, if they get in, they remove it, and then consider whether to put it back. You're absolutely right, Richard. Absolutely right. And somebody just pointed out something to me, and that is showing the extent of the lie. Because I told you some journalists called me and one tell me how all of the heads of countries have already indicated who going and who ain't going. I thought, really? I said, and I bluffed. I told you I bluff. I said, at least 8 of them say not yet. He backtracked. Well, Antigua was not even represented by a minister. Antigua was represented by Ambassador Ronald Sanders. Not even a minister. Forget head of government. Forget foreign minister. Antigua was represented by Ron Sanders. Now, mind you, Ron is a very seasoned diplomat. Very, very seasoned diplomat. But he ain't a minister. And so the spreading on the radio station that every country is going to be represented by their head of government, except St. Vincent. Well, our head of government was there. And one was there on behalf of Antigua.
We'll take this call and then we'll take a break. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, guys. Only Kenny. I'm waiting because I'm not sure. Is he going to have a press conference?
Who he?
Because
Who's he?
I saw the youth.
Daddy, who he are you referring to?
I saw a
this
big
one.
suitcase. So I'm assuming that he have some goodies in that big suitcase. I don't know if you guys saw it. But I want to know how many scholarships he's bringing back.
0.
For the young people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I want to know, and I want to see pictures too, because usually when I've even seen picture of the Prime Minister, I want to know how much dignitaries that they met. Good news they have for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm waiting. I'm figuring out. I hope he's going to have a press conference to tell us, right? And I'm sure he didn't call for them to abort flights on the airport, because I'm sure that same AIA planes can
land and all this kind of stuff. So I want to hear the press conference. So, see, and if you all have any news that they have in a press conference, please let us know. All right? I'm in the diaspora. I want to know what good they brought home from their life tour to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Guys, good morning.
The thing about it with my buddy Caddy is this. I am the press secretary to the Honorable Prime Minister of the Vincent and the Grenadines. And if he comes back and says he's going to have a press conference, that is my duty to tell Caddy and all the individuals in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and in the diaspora that he will. Whether G. Fry have press conference or iron conference or wherever you are, his business. Check Lavon for that. Yeah? Check Lavon for that because it's empty. Not our Lavon. Yeah? Okay, we got to take a break. And during the break, I'm going to put up a nice little video of the progress so far on our port. I don't upload it. So listen, you're going to see it just now. Let's take a break.
On Friday, October 20th, there'll be thousands of dollars to be won. A lotto jackpot of $250,000. A new home, car, or college education.
Lotto, you have to be in it to win it.
Next lotto jackpot, $250,000.
Out with the old, in with the new. In the past, you complained when we failed. We listened and went back to the drawing board. At last, a new, fresh beginning. A fresh face, a new product. International Standard Metals A792 presents Galvalume, an aluminum roofing metal, branded best to use for roofing material, tested and proven to be of superior quality. Get wider coverage for the prices on the island. We offer a variety of colors. Think sheets. Also, take advantage of our unique roofing patterns, U-panel, industrial, and crimp Spanish style. Visit us at the Diamond Industrial Estate. Call us at 784-456-9900 or email bmlsvg@gmail.com. Galvalume, a product of International Standard Metals.
You can increase your chances of winning the Super 6 jackpot. Hey, remember, Super 6 numbers are 98. Choose any 5 Super 6 numbers. That's a combo 5 for $69. Match any 5 of the 6 numbers and you will win the jackpots. Choose 7 Super 6 numbers for $21. Match any 6 of the 7 numbers and win the jackpots. There's more. Combo 8, where you purchase 8 Super 6 numbers for $84. Match any 6 of the 8 numbers and you will win the jackpots. There are also Combo 3 and Combo 4 Super 6 plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Pauls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances
at
to
the
win.
People's Pharmacy, we've put our mission at the center of our name. We are people-centered, and every day we renew this commitment to providing products and services that help our valued customers lead healthier and happy lives. The People's Pharmacy fills prescriptions promptly and accurately, and also offers a wide range of vitamins and supplements for everything from upset stomach to the common cold. We offer toiletries and baby care items, skincare and hair care items too. All that coupled with a friendly, knowledgeable, and efficient staff to ensure customer satisfaction every time you shop. The People's Pharmacy offers extended opening hours, 8 in the morning to 8 p.m., Mondays through Saturdays. For more information, give us a call at 456-1170. The People's Pharmacy. We go further to serve you better.
Sandra, where you going in such a hurry?
Y'all, I have so much stuff I need to buy. I need to get to town fast. Plus, it's end of month.
But what you really need to buy, so?
Well, I need to look for a swimsuit for my pool party Sunday. I need to pick up my medication. And I need some nails to fix the door. And I have to get something to eat. Oh, yes. And I need to buy some grease and go bank to get some money for all that.
But Sandra, you can get all those things at the Joshua Center.
For true?
Yes, girl.
The Joshua Center has everything for you, from clothes to decor, and even grab a drink and lunch too. It's all here, just for you.
As we celebrate our 44th anniversary of independence with our slogan, our resilience, our fortune, our
Our identity.
SPG, my home.
5. Let us move with love as we participate in various activities and events listed on our Independence calendar. There will be gospel events, military parade, best village competition, 5-out community activities, water sports, cultural and sporting events, along with other activities. Whatever you do, let us celebrate our independence in fine style as we move on the road to 45. Happy Independence to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. The chance to find a better price? No stress. Just talk to the General. They will be that price, but give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
House, renovating or updating, we supply high-quality engineered hardwood flooring, luxury billet planks, and a wide assortment of stylish trims. We also supply wall and floor tile. Staircase. We have railings, posts, pickets in metal, stainless steel, wood, and glass to make your staircase a centerpiece. We offer personalized selection and shipping service from Canada to SVG. Contact Marlon on WhatsApp at 209-200-7649 or District Affairs on Facebook.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game, more money for way, Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
$270,000. Super 6 jackpot from Michigan Friday, October 20th. It's $270,000.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game, more money for way, Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
View of the outside to the warmth and comfort of the inside. No more barriers to the perfect panoramic view, filling up the entire room with natural light and cool breezes, creating that seamless transition between here and there. Discover the beauty of our bifold patio doors from Kendra's aluminum products. Space cool flowing space with a simple flick of the handle. Blur the lines and make your sanctuary spectacular. Enjoy outdoor living from the inside out with a touch of modern elegance. Transform your living spaces. A room with a view now belongs to only you. Visit our showrooms today and ask about our bifold patio doors. A quality product from Kendra's Aluminum. Kendra's Aluminum products exports to all islands in the Caribbean region. Call our export team today for assistance. Kendra's Aluminum Products Limited, a tradition of excellence.
Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Capital City, Kingstown, specializing in bone, joints, ligaments, and muscle health. We offer PRP treatment, which supports bone healing in the joints, epidural treatment for lower back pain, hyaluronic acid treatment for knee pain, and much more. We also do minor surgeries and offer X-ray, physiotherapy, abdominal, joint, and pregnancy ultrasounds, cast and cast removal services. We are located at the junction of Level Gardens, opposite the Girls Guide headquarters. Opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We also do home visits, and our services are also extended to the Grenadines in Beckway every Saturday at Dr. Lugo's Clinic. Visit, call, or WhatsApp 530-7866 for Dr. Santiago Orthopedics and Traumatology Center, where preventing disease, relieving suffering, and healing the sick. Our priority winning the lotto jackpot? Well, there is an easy way. Combo play. Choose 4 numbers from 36. That's a combo 4 at the cost of $64. Match any 4 to 5 numbers and win the lotto jackpot. There's combo 6. If you purchase 6 numbers for only $12, match any 5 of the 6 lotto numbers and hit the jackpot. How about combo 7? That's a purchase of 7 lotto numbers for $42. Match any 5 of the 7 numbers and you will win the jackpot. There are also combo 3, combo 8, and combo 9 lotto plays. Visit the NLA headquarters in Falls Avenue or WhatsApp 495-6886 for more details. Lotto, You have to be in it to win it.
Play for and win even more. National Lottery has more cash in store. Four numbers from 0 to 9. And $5,000 with $1 in line. Play for and back into 2. There'll be lots of cash waiting for you. Choose for Monday to Saturday. Go get your tickets, it's so easy to play. When you play for, you win even more.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tourism Authority is working with our registered tourism service providers to remain resilient and ready to serve Vincentians and visitors alike. Play your part by practicing the public health protocols and get vaccinated. Look out for our tourism-approved safe zones and always keep in a zone. A message from the SVG Tourism Authority. Keep in a zone.
Class, beauty, elegance, and passion. Celebrating 10 years of international pageantry. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Miss Plus Size Universe International Pageant taking place on Friday, October 27th, 2023 at the Porter's Estate in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Showtime is at 8 p.m. sharp, and of course, you can get general tickets for $100, VIP tables for $250, and all red carpet segment for $300. See you on Friday, October the 27th, 2023 at the Porter's Estate.
Sunday, October 29th, all roads lead to Rawaku for the biggest gospel show to ever come to the shores of SVG. As New Life Promotion and Andros Basco, in association with Digicel, Fighter Mall, Trusty Dream, and Ministry of Tourism and Culture, presents SVG Independence Gospel Explosion, featuring the Queen of Gospel, Vincy International Gospel Sensation, Bridget Blucher. Bridget Blucher. This is going to be one powerful event. Sunday, October 29th, Rawaku is about to come alive. SVG Independence Gospel Explosion is brought to you by New Life Promotion and Andrew Basco.
Over the hills, and across of beautiful waters. Star FM 98.3 and 104.7, shining through just for you.
Good morning. How are you doing? Now this topic on the presidential cat, did we actually make it to Canada? Yes, he actually made it. The arrangement was made for him to go in. There was no transit, and according to my information, he should be back out tomorrow. I don't think he's going to any public function. Okay, so why are you ranting? Why are you ranting? He made it to Canada and you're ranting. I'm not ranting. Why are you ranting? Because he needed it. Okay, so he made it now. Yes, did you listen to? No, I never said he can't go, and I said he can't to go. No, there's a difference. But let me tell you something. What Major said? I don't know what Major said. Okay, so that is most important. He cannot go. He cannot go.
You get mad?
No, we can't take it no more. Give me money, you give me before. No, can't take it no more. Give me money, you give me. I'm fighting to the growing sun. Love up on me, you get the fun. Can we come back and we'll talk to us? I want to God left me to all one in my run. Such a fire, when they find what to do, we actually made it to Canada. Yes, he actually made it. The arrangement was made for him to go in. There was no fanfare, and according to my information, he should be back out tomorrow. I don't think he's going to any public function. Okay, so why are you ranting? Why are you ranting? He made it to Canada and you're ranting. I'm not ranting. Why are you ranting? Because he needed to go. Okay, so he made it now. Yes, did you listen to? No, I never said he can't go, and I said he failed to go. No, there's a difference. But let me tell you something. Did you hear what Major said? I hear what Major said. Okay, so that is most important. He cannot go. He cannot go.
That selection is for Fiona. I have absolutely nothing to do with that selection. Chris Alicott, Rochelle Bruce, nothing to do with that selection, huh?
Then you put some hair at it. Hair at it. You said you could have put some hair at it. Poor boy. And I like both. I like both. Poor boy.
Oh boy.
Poor boy. You know, in other news, I got an article yesterday, Denny, and
we got an article yesterday.
It's important. It's important that we look at this. Where are we now? Not this one. I think it's important that we look at this article. So this is not about scaring anybody or anything of that sort. As a matter of fact, it reminds me, I'll have to give a call. A gentleman from Dominica sent me a message about the possibility of appearing on a program in Dominica sometime within the next 2 weeks to the issue of CBI and St. Vincent stands on CBI because it's topical, and it becomes even more topical every time some of the jurisdictions that are home to large segments of our Caribbean diaspora adopt measures and policies that seem to threaten the relationship our countries have. The latest one is where the EU Commission is seeking to make investor citizenship schemes wrong for visa suspension. That's no, I can jump on a plane and go to the UK. I can leave the UK and fly over to France. I could leave the UK and by Lord Byron's Winter Castle. I could go to Spain. I could, any of the Schengen countries without a problem. Except of course the races up there, immigration and so on. But apart from that, from a visa requirement staff, we could. The EU is seeking to change that by saying, look, once you have a CBI program, that is enough. Suspend the visa waiver. That's grounds for suspending visa waiver. Now, mind you, in that stance, in that policy proposal, PM Gonzalez said it. I heard Philip making the point at UN that look, there are countries in the EU like Malta and so forth that currently have their golden passport schemes, and they are a part of the EU. Yet,
morning, preacher.
On money.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's breakfast time, so
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
It's breakfast. And Blinkers walk into the studio carrying bags in his anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Listen. So the hypocrisy has been pointed out, called out. Your countries in the EU currently have golden passport programs. No problem. But our countries having the program is a problem for you. Now, They are big, they are bad, they are powerful. It's their region. So it is akin to um simply saying, look, we have we have a particular program here in Minister Israelis conducting. And then we turn around and say, any country that carrying out that program, we ain't getting them, we allowing the citizens to come into our country. And they say, but your country, yeah, but it's my country. It's my country. I do about my country. And that seems to be posture of the EU. But man, but St. Vincent, but St. Lucia, I don't like the Poland passport, I don't like CBI. And if you continue with it, well, not St. Vincent, of course. If you continue with it, you will block it from coming in. And we get up and we say, but it's unfair because all you have it, countries in our region have it and allowing it. Hello, this is our country, this is our region. We say we allowing anybody, any country that has the program to come in. Deal with that. They could tell you our programmers are well vetted. They could tell you we have this, that. They could tell you anything. The point is, when you are in the position of power, as we see in our international system over and over and over, might becomes right. Simple. And so, if I could read a little bit of the article for information, and this was at October 18th, 2023. So that's yesterday. Today, then you have the article from you? Take it away.
All right, it says today, the European Commission has announced several proposals. It says would improve its ability to respond more swiftly and decisively to challenges like citizenship by investment programs by making the operation of such schemes grounds for the suspension of visa-free travel to the Schengen region, or the Schengen area. Today's proposal is accompanied by the publication of the Commission's sixth report on the visa suspension mechanism. As matters stand, specific conditions must be met before the mechanism for suspending a third country's visa waiver agreement with the EU. These conditions are listed. Substantial increase, more than 50%, in the number of people arriving irregularly from visa-free countries, including people found to be staying irregularly and persons refused entry at the border. Substantial increase, more than 50%, in the number of asylum applications from countries with low recognition rates, around 3 to 4%. A decline in cooperation on readmission, and increased risk to the security of member states.
So these and just for some clarity and for some discussion, they're saying currently these things must be met before they start talking suspension of visas. So if this year increase over 50%, people irregularly. So we're not accustomed to see this amount. Let's say summers. We know summers, August time, people on vacation. They might see an average, they might see normally 150 or 200 Vincentians going through the UK because of the August time, family and so on and so on. But then all of a sudden, this August, 300-400. Irregular. And then asylum seekers. Because what happened? These guys get the Vinci passport not to come here, Exactly. It's to go there. Yeah. And they go there to seek asylum. But England knows and the EU knows that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is not a place for that to happen. Seeking asylum from what? There's a country that has respect for the rule of law. I mean, an excellent example of democracy and so on. So how come people from St. Vincent and the Grenadines live asylum? And that was something that we warned about when parliamentarians say, writing letters to criminals to Canada. They say, listen to me, stop this thing about refugee status. You listen. So we had problems. So that's another other reason. Then they say a decline in cooperation on readmission. Readmission. And increased risk to the security of member states. That's how things stand currently. But they put proposals to change that. What are some of the proposals, Denny?
This is the Commission today proposes to strengthen the visa suspension mechanism by, among other measures, expanding the grounds for suspension to include conditions such as the country's insufficient commitment to the EU's visa policy, heightened threats, and the operation of investor citizenship schemes. In other words, the Commission seeks mandate to revoke visa-free access from countries that operate citizenship by investment programs. It's concerned about high acceptance rates and aim changes. Big and bold in the article.
Yeah. That's people who they may be you somebody come to England, they get turned back, or they overstay the time and they leave, and then the same person, same biometrics, come back up 6 months later with a new name. But some smart person, encourage you to go and do a deep hole. Change the name and apply for passport under your name. Doesn't work. And they're not stupid. They're not stupid. This is where we are right now. And when we see things like these,
you keep saying we, as if it includes St. Vincent and
well,
Grenadines.
I mean, this is where because, well, it does in the sense that whatever the EU policy is, even if we do not involve ourselves in CBI, remember, it's one CARICOM passport, all it's individual countries, right? So when I say we, I'm talking about our region, not St. Vincent and right. So this is where the region is, right?
Because they have been specific.
Yeah. Because look, in the OECS, we are the only country of the 6 independent member states of the OECS who not offer the program. We are the only one. Now, the thing about it is this. We don't tell any government of an independent country how to run their business. And we are clear on our own policy. That is not a criticism. And I think that is where we need to make the distinction. Our stance of not going there is not a criticism of any country that has chosen to go there. That's the member states. They see their situations and they act accordingly. That's fine. That's you. We have chosen a different path. And if you look at this year, for example, without golden passport seals, we're still going at above the regional average. And next year, we will go above the regional average. Remember, last year, St. Lucia grew by 15%, This year's 3 point something. Even with passport sales.
A dip. Right?
Good morning, Glennish Richard.
Read some of this thing,
Yes.
So among the concerns raised in the report was the Caribbean CBI countries as giving permission to CBI investors to change their names upon naturalization. To various extents, all 5 countries allow successful applicants the possibility to change identity after having obtained citizenship by investment. In Antigua and Barbuda and Dominica, it is allowed as of 5 years after obtaining citizenship. In Grenada, after 1 year. In St. Kitts and Nevis, it is allowed upon obtaining citizenship immediately. Wow. Right. The Commission also questioned the high acceptance rates of the Caribbean CIPs. Based on the information received from the competent authority, the Commission has concluded that all the investor schemes under assessment have a high number of successful. The total of at least 8,000 passports issued to date.
What?
Yeah, 88,000.
Hold on. I want no. Google the current
population
of Dominica, please.
It's not, I believe. Something correction. What? I know it's about 65, they're about.
What? 88,000 passports to date. That's a whole state.
That's a whole
country I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a whole country. Because between St. Vincent, Grenada, and St. Lucia, we have 100 and odd. But nobody else does. In the OECS. Dominica, 46 thousand. St. Kitts must be 40,000. I mean, we're talking about residents on island there. I mean, because St. Kitts and Dominica allow for diaspora voting. It's coming no matter. So their voters list may be a particular size, but all of those individuals may not be resident on Dominica or on St. Kitts. But I want you to repeat, Denny, that part that you just read it, about the ease of changing identity. That's crazy. Repeat that for the please.
All of us are out to act, trying to retrieve the article. Just got to be a little patient here.
Could you imagine
Okay,
that?
good. Right. So you want me to look at the whole matter of
changing identity?
Right.
Repeat that for those who may have missed it.
All right. So it says the Bureau of Success. All 5 countries allow successful applicants the possibility to change identity after having obtained citizenship by investment. In Antigua and Barbuda and Dominica, allowed after 5 years after obtaining citizenship. In Grenada, after 1 year. In St. Kitts and Nevis, upon obtaining citizenship. Immediately. Once you get a passport there.
No, once you get a citizenship. So let's say apply for the passport with a new identity. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Remember, citizenship is the passport. So you get the citizenship, and so now you apply for the passport. You get the citizenship in the name of Wukung Wang. And you go apply for passport and it's on the name of Seon John. Really? Immediately? But at least Dominica and Antigua say 5 years.
Listen to some stats, and we have some stats. Based on the information received from the competent authorities, the Commission has concluded that all investor schemes on the assessment have a high number of successful applicants with a total of 8,000 passports issued to date. For certain countries, this number is above 30,000. 34,500 passports issued by Dominica, 36,740 by St. Kitts and Nevis. At the same time, the rejection rate is extremely low, between 3 and 6%, which, together with the short processing times, as little as 2 months in some cases, raises questions as regards the thoroughness of the screening.
Hold on. Now, boy, let me Google this. Let me Google this. Please, wait. I want to Google this one here.
Population of Dominica?
I'm going to think. Dominica. Right. No problem. My Lord. SAINTKITTS. Wow. As of 2021, population of St. Kitts is 47,606.
46,000.
As of 2021. 46,000.
30.
And they have already issued to date over 36,700 passports.
Almost 37,000.
Which is less than the population. Wow. That's an astonishing number.
Let's just take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But you all are reading out some statistics there. It's frightening, you know.
I agree with that.
Could you imagine that all of those people turn up in your country to vote on election day? Right? And I want to believe that those persons will be adopted. The people who don't belong to your country, who don't live here, can influence the election vote. Yet, all we talk about this being such a lucrative measure to help develop the country, with those numbers of passports being sold in those individual countries, they should be ruled well.
Yeah.
I got
Population in Dominica is 72,412 as of 2021.
And they gave them about 38,000 passports.
38,500. Wow. Half the population. Wow. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You want to bet me that they're going to say that is an old picture with the Prime Minister and Mr. Trudeau?
I go back to you. Catch me. If it's one thing the car says that, I go back to you this morning and I go in. They go say anything else, not that.
They will want to say that.
No, they might want to. No. They might want to. Plus, they might want to. But they go try that. They go try.
They should lie that they will say anything.
I agree with that.
One of them on the liar train say it is no if, no but, no maybe. The NDP is going to take the government.
Okay, thanks. No problem. No problem. No problem.
The NDP is going to take the government. When we went to Smuggy school and I showed that song wrong in my head.
It is okay. All right. Okay.
The NDP is going to take the government.
I asked them and carry it away. I asked them, we can take it and carry it.
One of them is that is an old picture that you put together to fool people. They're going to say that because even Dr. Friday was shoving out, I hope he will be going to Canada.
Yeah, comments.
Yeah.
That's where they dwell. That's the level at which they dwell. Comments.
True.
Comments. All right. Takes the government. Takes it. Takes it. Takes it.
Takes it.
Yeah, takes it.
But this is some serious information here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. More than half of their population in the case of St. Kitts. 36. Wait. What the population in St. Kitts?
47,000. That's the point I'm making.
So over 75%. 75% of the number of people that officially is your
that's crazy.
population.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy, this Daddy.
Boy. Yep. So the commission is saying that it is going to continue monitoring of all visa third countries operating CIPs, and that at the moment the number of third countries are under close scrutiny due to the potential risk raised by their investor citizenship schemes or their plans to establish such schemes. Note, their plans to establish such schemes. The opposition here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that's their plan. It was their road march last general election. Fix health, fix the hospital, build hospital, CIP, self-passport, education, self-passport, whatever. Passports. Well, they Commission is saying that they're monitoring all visa-free third countries operating these programs, and that at the moment, a number of visa-free third countries are under close scrutiny and risk. Stop. Please, please don't put us there now.
Well, you
Huh?
so now you realize we are already there.
Yeah.
Because it ain't only talking about those who have the scheme, you know. The EU listening, and they know that there is a country that currently does not have such a scheme, but there are plans ahead by one of the main parties. So watch me. The EU waiting for now to vote NDP so they can put in the CBI. Patient. The EU is waiting patiently on you to vote the NDP into office so they could implement the CBI so that they could take away universal access to education immediately and then consider whether or not to put it back. Listen, we currently enjoy visa-free travel. I'd love for it to stay that way. I know about you. I would love for you to stay that way. Yeah. I love to visit Richard, you know. I love to visit Richard.
Well, I'm yet to do
That
so.
we gotta go. We gotta go.
Go to what?
Huttentak. I'm not you know, but my best German. It's not good. Right? It's just like the EV and the W. You understand?
Wenger.
Yeah, Wenger for W. You understand? Yeah. And one for V. It's amazing, eh?
Whatever.
Yeah. You know? So that's how it go. That's how it go. We can't afford that. Wait, but people, y'all see the NDP's plans are falling apart right in front of their very eyes.
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to gain from electing them? Nothing new, nothing progressive. A plan that will restrict all visa-free access and make it difficult for us to travel. I mean, what are we to gain? It's one thing when you have had when your country has had the program in 2 years, and now you're wondering what we're going to do because we had this program for so long. It's another thing when you sit down and you're watching and you see how the program ending up, you see how the program going, but you still decide. You see that fire burn in there? I will put it aside. That's a whole different kind of dosage. That's a whole different level of dosage. That's a whole different.
But anyway, it's after 9. Yeah, we're out of time. We're going to come back with this, you know. We talk about them concerning this.
It's a big thing.
It is, definitely. All right, so thanks for being a part. All the persons on the live, those who listen to us on a frequency, 104.3, 98.3. I'm thinking over the river. By the way, this experience.
Yeah. Problems. We got bling. Bling, you got to be with that.
No,
not bling. Well, what's your breakfast are you? Bring the fish. Bring the fish. Get up the bread. Hey, people, see that? Bring me 2 pieces of fish and I put the bread. And all of a sudden, it's not being part anymore.
Nothing to do with it.
That's why I agree. Absolutely. I agree.
You know, that's the name of bling when it comes to that. Right?
Oh my God, I hate it.
Studio problem is bling.
Okay.
Simple as that. Okay, good. So have a good one, and God's willing, we'll be back with you tomorrow morning. Keep it up. On Friday, October 20th, there'll be thousands of dollars